Dr. Pia, Pastor Cal showed up and said, I'm just here to get my check. Nothing more, nothing less. What's good, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. I'm Tammy. This is Tammy Talks. We are here to talk awful at first sight, season 17, episode 15, Honeyspoonin. Y'all see, we're in black and white for right now. Maybe I will perk up at some point later in the video and we can have a little bit of color. But this is it right now, y'all. I have on all black, dressed in all black like the Omen. I am. Before we get started, less than 100 subscribers away from hitting 21,000. So if you are brand new, welcome. If you're a returning viewer that has not yet made that jump or the commitment, I hope that this is the video that changes your mind and convinces you to want to subscribe and join the Tamily over here. All right, my faithfuls, my greats, my day ones, if you guys enjoyed this video, please thumbs up the video for me. Hop in the comment section as always. Leave your thoughts. Be respectful to one another in the comments. Okay, and we'll see what's gonna happen from there. A quick note: next week and the week after, so the next 2 weeks, these videos will be late. They will not be up on Wednesday night. I have to travel for work, so I will be out of the state and unavailable to not only watch the episode Wednesday night, but record. So those videos are going to come Saturday. Okay, so keep that in mind, just so you guys know. Next week and the week after, those videos will be late. If you watch me for Love is Blind, those videos will be on Saturday as well. Okay, so let's start. It starts with Michael and Chloe. He slept good, she didn't. He slept good, she did not. She apparently had 4 panic attacks. 4 panic attacks overnight. I said, girl, that's a sign from God. That's a sign, okay? This may not be the best situation for you, sis. She had 4 panic attacks. She has dealt with panic attacks in stressful situations for years, so this is not new, but they only happen at night. She then goes on to say, you know what? It's because I didn't have my essential oils, my humidifier, or my sound machine. I will say that I am one of the chosen few that my Lord and Savior shine down on, that I can lay down and go to sleep like clockwork, right? Once I finish this, what we're doing here, I'm going to watch another TV show, probably Sisters, and then when I get into bed by like 10:15, 10:30, when I put head to pillow, I'm out. I have never struggled with that. I have never had a problem with that. So thankfully, I mean, it's not fair having God's favor, you know what I mean? But she's one of those people that unfortunately needs all of this. So they are packing ahead to the honeymoon. He has way too much stuff. He got sweaters on sweaters. Let me find out Michael's a little hype beast. I feel like Michael might be like a little label. I won't say label whore, but Michael might be a little label whore, because I caught that Supreme fanny pack that I know you overpaid for, Michael. He had so many bags, and she was like, all of the clothes that I own could probably fit in 6 bags, and here he is with 6 bags just on this trip. Why you got so many bags, Michael? I mean, like, you don't need 3 sweaters. But then I guess when we find out that they didn't go nowhere, I guess. So we then get to we get to Austin and Beckham. They're visiting his family, seeing George Washington's house. I have seen George Washington's house. It is very cool to see if you get a chance to go to Mount Vernon. I believe that's where it is. Correct me if I'm wrong. I believe it's in Mount Vernon. If you guys have the opportunity to go see it, I think it's actually very cool. So Emily and Brennan, I should stay black and white on they scenes, to be honest. Emily and Brennan, how many times are they going to try to communicate like adults? and the key, the opportune word is try. Okay, so Emily wants to earn his trust back, and I just kind of feel like Emily, I mean, pardon my French, but fuck his trust at this point. Why are you putting yourself through this emotional turmoil for this man? I guess, girl, they have a talking stick, right? It's a big old cutting board. I said, y'all couldn't just find a ruler? Y'all couldn't use the remote? Y'all couldn't use an ink pen, a marker. They got the whole, they got the cutting board. So they're gonna, if you guys do not know what a talking stick is, whoever has the stick is the person that's going to be able to speak and have the floor. It's a way that people that do not know how to effectively communicate learn to not talk over each other. So Emily says that listening and not interrupting is key to her, as well as being patient. That's what she looks for in communication. That's what she looks for in a relationship. Brennan said that he cares about her. Uh, couldn't even say that with a straight face. I'm sorry. Get it together. Brennan says he cares about her. Okay. And that's why and he does not want to lose her. He doesn't want to lose her. He said that that would suck. She admits that she's afraid of losing herself along the way, which does happen to a lot of people in relationships. She's putting up with being treated a certain way that she knows she does not deserve. She gets emotional because she cares and acknowledges that that's not healthy. So basically, Emily knows that she is in a verbally, mentally, and emotionally abusive relationship situation. But because Emily wants to be in a relationship so bad, remember, Emily has never been in a relationship. So because she wants to be in one so absolutely bad, that she is willing to put herself through this, I guess. I mean, I don't know what it is. I don't know if behind the scenes production is telling her you have to stay with this man. I truly don't get it. You're clearly not happy. He's clearly not happy. You have said you're scared. So like what is really going on? Do y'all think that they're really staying there at night? You know what I mean? We don't get scenes of them getting in bed. We don't get scenes of them in pajamas. So I wonder if they're both really staying there at night in general. But who knows? So he said Brennan does not want to blur the lines between friendship and relationship. I'm sorry, you're married. But hey, why take the show serious if they're not going to take it serious, okay? So he doesn't, or he wants them to be friendly, but to not overstep. God forbid, God forbid that you have a wife and y'all take it a step past being friendly. God forbid. Let's not overstep, okay? Brennan has boundaries. So she said that he does not treat her like a friend. He cuts her off and asks if she really wants to do this. Yes, she does. But you don't, so she's not going to. She said that people even came up to her at the wedding and said they don't even look like friends because he doesn't treat her like a friend. He doesn't act like she's his friend. Even at the wedding, he didn't want to hang out as friends. And we saw that for a fact because when they did that little scene where they talked, it seemed very forced. And it also looked as if production told Brennan, go on over there now. Go on over there and talk to this. Go talk to your wife. That's what it seemed like production told him. They got that scene. He couldn't wait to walk away from her. So he said that it is up to them to choose to ignore what people are saying and just focus on themselves. So she would say, well, it's not just anybody, it's our friends. It's Claire. That's what you should have said. Claire said, because that's who it is, because don't nobody else care about y'all. And he said that, they just need more time. Time is not on our side, okay? Michael and Chloe, we find out that I guess they're still in Colorado. They sent them to the mountains. Hated it. I kind of feel like on what I feel bad for Claire in this situation, to be honest. I really wish that Michael would have said no to being rematched, because even though Michael did deserve to go through this experience, I feel like in a way Michael encroached and Michael hindered Chloe's I think he hindered Chloe's experience, because Chloe is not getting the full experience that she wants, or the full experience that she deserves, to be honest. Like, when you really think back about this, she's not. You know what I mean? She didn't get the bachelorette party. She didn't get to meet the other ladies and form that bond with them prior to the wedding. She didn't get to have the conversations with his family and with his friends and family at the brunch the next day. She didn't get to go to she didn't get to go out of the country for a trip, even if it is just Mexico, or it is just Puerto Rico, or it is just, somewhere that people consider like these basic trips. But she did not get that luxury. And then to find out that she was second fiddle, and they keep talking about how she's second fiddle, I feel bad for Chloe. I do. Even I know a lot of people feel that she's being fake. I feel that she's being fake. But when you think about it, she was robbed of an experience while production tried to fix Michael's being robbed of an experience. If we want to keep it 1,000, the woman that walked out on Michael, as horrible as that was his turn, because he got to experience everything else that led up to that. That should have been chalked as an L, and we moved on. Because now Chloe has to sit with the fact that she wasn't initially chosen for the process or initially chosen for Michael. I would have much rather preferred that they just found another husband for her, and we watched two brand new people navigate through this, as opposed to watching someone else get their second turn and it ruins this person's experience. You know what I mean? That's just how I feel about it. But he's in the car, knocked out sleep. It's just, ah. They're awkward together to me. I don't see chemistry, but let's roll with it. So we then have Claire and Emily. Claire, I am sick. And you know what? Claire, I am sick and tired of seeing you. So Claire is talking to Emily, talking about Cameron's been asleep most of the day, and I'm calling him, but he's recovering. He's not. No, 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 no. Cameron is avoiding you. Cameron doesn't want to talk to you. What's going on with Claire? What y'all think is the problem with Claire? Like, seriously, what do y'all think is the issue? Do y'all think that Claire is this guilt because maybe she feels she didn't try hard enough? Is it guilt because she doesn't want to fail at something? Do y'all think Claire really, really likes him? Do I think that Claire was robbed of the experience? I do. I think Claire was matched with a person that wanted to have sex, and the fact that she did not want to have sex with him right away, he stopped trying and he lost interest in her. That's what I think. Right? So I don't think it's fair for Claire, but I also need Claire to have the self-esteem, or the self-esteem, shout out to Jasmine W. Like, why are you staying around for this? Why is she still in the apartment? Why is she on that couple's cabin trip next week? I don't understand so much of this season. A lot of it just doesn't make sense to me. Nonetheless, he's ignoring you, Claire. He's avoiding you, sis. He don't want to be bothered with you. He blames you for his heart condition. Of course he doesn't want to talk to you. He's not even filming anymore. Emily talks about Brennan. Claire said that Brennan is trying to silence her. He is. We have seen it time and time again. Emily said that Brennan was okay with her being herself until it did not fit the narrative that he wanted. Basically, you can be yourself in private, but on camera, you are going to behave in a way that is conducive to making him look like a stand up person. You coming on and going against the grain and maybe having a drink or two. I want to talk about that too. Y'all, like, people keep saying in the comments that she's acting like Virginia from that one, was it season 12? Remember when Chris called her a drunkard? Lord, that took me out. But y'all are saying that she's like this drunken party girl and she's always drunk. We're not even seeing that on camera. We're not even seeing that. Hell, we don't see Emily drink any more than we see anybody else drink. So I don't know why y'all keep saying that she's this, get closer, that she's just like horrific party person, cuz we're not seeing it. You know what I mean? If y'all are just taking Brennan's word for it on the after show, I mean, I guess to each his own, but we're not seeing anything that makes her look remotely the way that Virginia does. Emily doesn't even talk about going out. Okay. Nonetheless, Emily says she don't know what to do. She doesn't want to give up, and I don't know why. I do, because Emily has no basis on what a healthy relationship looks like because she's never been in one. Emily doesn't want to look like a failure. This is Emily's first relationship. Think about your first relationship, right? Most of our first relationships, our first boyfriends, first girlfriends, were when we were 12, 13. My first boyfriend was at 11. First real boyfriend. I was 11 years old in the 6th grade. And I think that so many times we have that experience that you're with somebody and then you're not. You know what I mean? She's experiencing this in a marriage. She should have never been picked because she doesn't know how to navigate this. But nonetheless, Emily, give up. It's okay. No one's going to judge you. No one. So then we pan back over to Michael and Chloe on their honeymoon, and I be damned if they are rock climbing. She is scared of heights. She has panic attacks under stressful situations, and she thinks going and hanging off the side of a boulder is the best thing to do. I guess they go rock climbing. They're awkward together. I'm gonna keep saying it. I don't like it. He was like rolling his pelvis, and the rock climbing instructor was like, "Okay, anyways, because what are we doing, Michael?" And why I just she said that so after they get done facing their fears, he asks her, is there a particular type of support that she likes? She said that she's a person that does not ask for help. She doesn't want to feel like a burden on anyone. So she needs to continually be reminded that he's there for her. You're not a burden. We're in this together. He resonates with that because he does not like to voice when he is struggling. So y'all just gonna sit and struggle in silence together, I guess. This this is why y'all wouldn't match together in the first place. This is why. Emily and Brennan, they're waiting on Pastor Cal to come. She tells him as in Brennan, that she's nervous that, when she doesn't say the right things. He glares at her and said, Anime, don't mess this up for me. So Pastor Cal comes in, asks if they're happy. Emily said, of course I'm happy. If I wasn't, I would have left. You're not happy, Emily. Every time we see you, you're doing everything but smiling. Happy people smile. You know? I stopped by my parents' house today. I was talking to them. You know what the three of us did? We smiled. You know why? Because we were happy. Hell, I'm happy now. I'm happy now. See my smile? We haven't seen you smile, Emily. You got to smile to be happy, sis. We haven't seen you smile probably since that bachelorette party. Nonetheless, she says she still has faith in them as a couple. She just respects what Brennan needs. She wants a husband, not a friendship. Okay. Emily, what I've noticed, has verbal diarrhea in these meetings. She gets asked one question and she goes off on a tangent to hurry up and spit out everything she's been holding in for the past week. So, because a lot of this came out as jumble. Sis, are you happy is a yes or no question. It's a closed ended question. Yes or no? You gave us a whole monologue that we didn't ask for. That lets us know that you're not happy. Okay? So you ask me, am I happy? You happy, Sam? I'm happy. For sure. I'm not going to go into, but maybe that's me. I don't know. I don't know everything. Um, Pastor Cal reminds them that when you start to friend zone somebody, you don't see each other as romantic partners. That's common sense. That's self-explanatory. Brennan knows that, and that's why he did that. So, Pastor Cal said, I'm going to show y'all your interviews so you can see what you are asked for. Brennan says that she's the same girl in the video, which everything that we've seen Emily say, we have in the video, we have seen Emily say on the course of the show. Brennan lied all up and through his, said that he's sensitive, he's selfless, he's loyal, he's very loving and affectionate. I said, to who? Who, what, when, where, how, why? No, you're not. No, you're not. That was your representative. Pastor Cal asked Emily, is this the man you married? Emily says she sees the phrases and qualities such as trust and being there for someone. She then said that she sees some discrepancies, okay? Said that he has not been trusting the process as he said that he would do. Said that he spoke true to what he believes in. Said, but a lot of it is exaggerated, kind of overinflated, and then says, yeah. The way Pastor Cal looked at her as if to say, I think in that moment when Emily went and talked all around the world, Pastor Cal probably said, this is pointless, and that's why he offered no further advice. Because what's the point of offering advice when these people clearly are not going to work, right? There's 2, maybe 3 weeks left. So Pastor Kaus asks Brennan, or tells him that they have to go deeper. Asks Brennan, what if Emily is up to going deeper? Brennan said, great. Are you willing to go deeper? Brennan said, yeah, totally. Emily said, she makes all these faces. Emily said that she does not want to push any boundaries that will result in him being more closed off, aka angry. Pastor Cal said this is not friends at first sight and gave them zero advice. Pastor Cal, I think he said verbatim, y'all need to figure this out. And I said, oh, so you're not going to even try. Pastor Cal is not even trying. He didn't fake it. He didn't give any fake advice. He was really on his, y'all don't want to do it? Fine. Then we're not going to do it. We're not going to do it. If y'all don't want to try or anything, what's the point? That's how I feel. What's the point? Michael and Chloe, they're talking about their families. Michael didn't tell his mom he got married. I said, oh, Michael. So he said that his mom wasn't really with it the first time, okay? So when he got jilted at the altar and he told his mom, he probably got a I told you so, okay? His sister does know. They live in Vegas. Were they at the first wedding? I don't remember. We didn't really get... Were they at the first wedding? I don't remember. Nonetheless, you can tell that Chloe doesn't seem happy about this. Not only am I the second, okay? I have to keep getting reminded that I'm the second choice, the runner-up. But then on top of it, you didn't even tell your people. Did y'all see how Michael was holding that fork? If it's one thing I can't stand is to see somebody eat like this. What are we doing? What are we doing? Why did you eat like this? Why aren't you holding... Oh. Back in Austin. They're back home. Welcome home, guys. And they are talking about Dr. Pia coming to visit tomorrow. Becca's ready to get down to it. She has things to say. Austin, who sounds stopped up or congested or something, wants to make sure that Becca doesn't drop any bombs on him during the meeting. What would she be dropping on you? You ain't dropping that dick. That was inappropriate. That was inappropriate. Scratch that from the record. I'm trying to make this fun, y'all. I'm trying. I'm trying. So, um, Austin said that he still needs more time with the physical intimacy. Here is my thing. Y'all know I was very vocal. I've said in my was it last week or the week before? I don't believe in the pressuring that they're doing to him, but I also kind of feel like Austin needs to be honest about this. Now, is it that you are not attracted to her? Is it that you have a very low libido? Is it that you have maybe a dysfunction of some sort? Like, what is the real issue that you do not want to have sex with her? I also feel like Becca has to respect this. He doesn't want to. And I feel like you pressuring him and pressuring him and pressuring him and pressuring him is also not helping. So they then talk about like foreplay and having the time. Austin said that they haven't had the time. Y'all did have the time, Austin. Y'all had the time that night that y'all had the handcuffs out, and you told production to go ahead because y'all was getting ready to, get it in, knowing you had no plans to. I bet you as soon as they closed that door and production left, Austin looked like he came out that room and went to go play the Nintendo and drink some Gatorade. Nothing about him gives sex appeal. Nothing. I wouldn't be shocked if Austin was a virgin. If Austin is a virgin, that's okay too, but let her know. So he said that they didn't have time for foreplay. How don't you have time for foreplay throughout the day? You know what I mean? I don't understand this. He said they stayed in the house with two cats. He's allergic to cats. His eyes got all swollen up and his sinuses. I get that, but I don't know, y'all. I don't know. Back to Michael and Chloe, they're getting a couple's massage. Michael was fishing for compliments, asking if she liked what she saw. She's never dated a man with tattoos. But she said his are beautiful and colorful. She don't like them tattoos. The way she said that states and shows she does not like them tattoos. I have 5 tattoos. I forget about mine most of the time. I got all my tattoos in my early 20s. I haven't had a tattoo in years, okay? I got most of mine in my early 20s. I don't regret any of them. Do I? No, I don't regret any of them. I've been teetering with the idea of getting another. I want to get something all up. I want to get something on my wrist, but I don't know what I want to get just yet. But this ain't about me. Y'all got tattoos? Would you guys, if for the people that do not have tattoos, would you date a person that has tattoos? Let me know what you guys think about that. I think that's an interesting conversation because I feel like if this was up to Chloe, I don't think she would have picked Michael with all his tattoos. Right? I don't think that she would have done that. She says that she loves his hair and his curls, and she thinks he's a very attractive man. I think Michael's attractive as well. He said that her smile is inviting, and he typically gravitates towards darker features. He then massages her, and she massages him. I feel like their honeymoon isn't landing because we're past the honeymoons. So, like, it's kind of like maybe we'll be a little more into them when they get to the house. But it just feels very disjointed that everybody else is like in the house and next week everybody's going to be on the couples trip and y'all are going to just be moving in. It's very disjointed and it almost just feels like, again, we just shouldn't have done this. But I guess. Emily FaceTimes a friend. Her friend said that Brennan is a master manipulator. Emily doesn't know why she still cares, and I don't either, sis. Is it the thirst of it all? I don't know why you care either, but it's because you've never been in a relationship and you don't know any better. You don't know any better. You don't want to seem like a failure at your very first official relationship. You waited this long, sis. Who cares? Austin and Becca, Dr. Pia comes over. So she gets right to it. How's the intimacy? I gave y'all homework. What we doing with it? Austin said he's gotten better at initiating things. You initiated something the one time for show, for production. Becca said that everything halted on the trip, which kind of put her on edge. Dr. Pia asks if PDA is something that is weird for Austin. There are a lot of people that don't like PDA around their family. Excuse me, or like around friends. Austin is like, well, yeah, I'm not gonna tongue you down. And Becca said, I didn't expect that. But remember, on the not the honeymoon, on the at the what's that called? The reception, Becca stated to his friends how she needs a lot of reinsurance, right? She needs to be told, oh my God, I love you so much, you're so beautiful, and I really want to be with you. She needs to hear that. Austin is not able to do that. I also wonder if Austin is so slow with this or is moving slower because she said that she's sickly. You know what I mean? I wonder if he is scared. Remember, she said she's in pain all the time. Think about that. If somebody tells you that because of their condition, because of their sickness, because of their illnesses, they are in constant pain, are you going to want to have sex with that person? For fear of hurting them. You don't know what sex is going to be like with that person. Sex might be painful to her. And not saying that, well, she obviously don't care, but that's probably what he's thinking. Think about it. For all we know, that's what Austin is thinking. Nonetheless, Dr. Pia said that they need to think about what they need. And Becca was like, I want sex. I want to move forward sexually. Well, it ain't going to happen, slick. It's not going to happen, sis. He don't want to. And I feel like unless you're going to take it, which is absolutely not okay, then you need to be done with it. Cause Becca is giving the vibe that she's just gonna take it one day, and that's not gonna be okay. And I'ma read the mess out of you if you do. So we then get Michael and Chloe. She got a little romantic dinner set up. She's emotionally overwhelmed, right? All these things are coming to a head. We have the fact that she married a stranger. She's moving in with the stranger. On top of the fact that she now has the realization that she was second best. Not second best, but second choice. She was number two. On top of that, her situation, her everything was cut short. Her process was flawed. Her process is flawed, right? So she said, I don't know if I can do this. She is crying, tears. One, she don't like Michael. Michael might be too much for her, too eccentric for her. And I don't think anything is wrong with Michael being eccentric, but I think he might be too eccentric for her. Um, she don't want to do it. So he tells her that, she's human, that's natural how she's feeling. She then said that, you know what, it is not his responsibility to read her mind. Um she said that what she does is that she internalizes a lot of things. She had a moment and she always shuts down just enough to make the other person uncomfortable. I kind of feel like that's a bit of a red flag, Michael. You might want to look out for that in addition to her nightly panic attacks. And then they decide she has a very Hyde and Dr. Jekyll. Is it Jekyll and Dr. Hyde? Jekyll and Hyde, y'all know which one the doctor. She has a very Jekyll and Hyde reaction in her confessional where she's like, no, it's like she's crying and walks away. And then it's like, oh my God, who does that? And she's laughing. This is a mess. Next week, we get the couples trip. And I want to know why Claire, Lauren, and Orion are on this couples retreat. Why are they there? Somebody please tell me why the three of them are there. Then we see Lauren telling Claire she does not want to have a conversation with Orion. Weirdo. Weirdo. Then I want to know what happened on that snowmobile, Brennan. Something happened. I need to see footage of how Emily gets her head cracked the fuck open. And for you to say, oh God, it's bad. Were you playing too much or were you playing? Did you turn into Ike for real? And you pick up what I'm putting down, y'all. However you think I'm phrasing it, I am. I want to know what happened in that moment. Because it don't look like no freak accident to me. Got her head all bust open. Y'all know she got issues with her hair and shit. Now it's blood in it. Y'all let me know what you guys thought about this episode. Thumbs up the video. If you have not already subscribed to the channel, let's get to 21,000 subscribers. And I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.